Adolf Hitler, one of history's most infamous figures, was born on April 20th, 1889, in Braunau am Inn, a small town on the border of Austria and Germany. Raised in a middle-class family, Hitler's early years were marked by a strict and authoritarian father, Alois, which led to a tense and repressive childhood. World War I profoundly shaped Hitler's worldview. In 1914, he served as a messenger on the Western Front, where he developed extreme nationalist and militaristic views. After the war, in 1919, Hitler joined the German Workers' Party, the precursor to the Nazi Party. His charisma and oratory skills quickly elevated him to a leadership role within the party. In 1923, Hitler attempted to overthrow the government in the Beer Hall Putsch, a failed coup in Munich that led to his imprisonment. By 1933, Hitler had risen to power legally, being appointed Chancellor of Germany. He swiftly consolidated power, establishing a totalitarian regime. Upon the death of President Paul von Hindenburg in 1934, Hitler merged the roles of President and Chancellor, declaring himself Führer, leader, and becoming Germany's absolute dictator. Under Hitler's rule, the Nazi regime implemented policies of aggressive expansion and racial purity. In 1933, the Dachau concentration camp was established, initially for political prisoners, but later expanded to detain Jews and other marginalized groups. Hitler's ambitions for territorial expansion became apparent in 1938 with the Anschluss, the annexation of Austria into Nazi Germany. World War II began in 1939 when Hitler invaded Poland, triggering a global conflict. In 1941, he launched Operation Barbarossa, the largest invasion in history, against the Soviet Union. This campaign, though initially successful, marked a turning point in the war due to the heavy losses suffered by German forces. During this period, Hitler authorized the Final Solution, a systematic plan to exterminate Jews in Europe. The Holocaust resulted in the deaths of approximately 6 million Jews, along with millions of other victims, including Romani people, disabled individuals, political dissidents, and Soviet POWs. As the war turned against Germany, Hitler retreated into his Berlin bunker. On April 29, 1945, he married his longtime companion, Eva Braun, in a symbolic gesture of defiance. The following day, as Soviet forces closed in, Hitler committed suicide by gunshot, and Eva Braun took poison. Their deaths marked the collapse of the Third Reich. On May 8, 1945, Nazi Germany surrendered unconditionally, bringing an end to World War II in Europe. Hitler's legacy is one of devastation and atrocities, leaving behind a world scarred by war and genocide. His actions and ideology continue to serve as a